Jujutsu Kaisen, more like Midetsu Kaisen. Am I right? I got this new thing right here. I can change it to red, green, blue, even yellow. I can change it to so many different colors. Purple. Fuck, that looks ugly. Green, back again. Okay. Let's get back to white. So, Jujutsu Kaisen. I just watched the movie. And what the hell? 41 minutes of the movie was just recap from second season. Is this what they advertised? Because I went in knowing nothing about the movie, right? So I had no idea what the movie was going to be about or what was actually going to happen in the movie. But the whole time I was like, alright, we're gonna go now. We're gonna get to the movie now. We're gonna get to the movie now. And it's 41 minutes of nothing. Like nothing happened. And then when something actually happened, it was cut in such a weird way. I have somewhat read the Jujutsu Kaisen manga. Of course, the spoilers were unavoidable when if you don't know, Gojo fucking died, right? So most of the spoilers were completely unavoidable. So I knew Yuta was gonna pretend like he's gonna execute Yuji. That's why the name was Execution. Fuck. Okay. That's why. Let's do that again. That's why the name of the movie was Execution. Jujutsu Kaisen Execution. Anyways, so but the whole movie was so, I don't know. It was like a quick cash grab, if that makes sense. Because even in the edited part of the second half plays, which is supposed to be the new thing that we're getting to get us all excited about season 3, right? It's first cut like first way into Yuji trying to hunt monsters with his brother, and then you come back to Yuji starting it, and then it's just a confusing mess. I don't know who decided to cut the movie like that, because this year was amazing for movies. Chainsaw Man, that fucking movie was amazing, and then the other movie, which one, Demon Slayer, I didn't watch it, but I'm sure it was good. It's fucking Demon Slayer, how good can it be, But they were good movies, and then we got something like this, and then even the fights that were re-shown to us from the second season, what the hell? They were also cut like 10 seconds, 20 seconds. That's how long the fight lasted. I mean, we could make the movie longer. We already had the whole fights ready. It's not like you had to reanimate the whole thing. We had the Blu-ray versions ready, right? The Blu-ray versions of most of the fights were already available. We could easily make this movie like 2.5 hours. It didn't need to be just 1:30, right? I'm not a huge fan of Jujutsu Kaisen. I mean, I like the characters. My favorites gotta be Toto. I guess he's everyone's favorite character, right? But he is probably my favorite, and Choso is next, so I really enjoyed the movie. And his fight was probably the best fight. His and the other guy, I don't remember his name. I think he wants to be the new leader of the Fushiguro family, or whatever. No, that's the Toji's name, right? The Zenin. He wants to be the leader of the Zenin clan. That guy, whereas Choso, that was probably the best fight. Because even Yuta versus Yuji, that fight ended like this. Even though we see Yuta throw a fucking car, which is like one of the hype scenes in the manga, right? And then in the movie it was done like this. I don't know if the third season they're gonna do a longer version. I don't see why they would do that, but if they do it, I'd be happy to watch it again. But most of the movie was kind of just there. That's the best way I could put it. This movie was just made as like a placeholder for whatever they're gonna make next, because like even I want to talk about the sealing of Gojo, which in the anime was a big thing, right? They dedicated a whole episode to just him getting sealed, and just him again seeing his best friend. But then, oh my God, it's Kinjaku. But I mean, I don't know if the name is revealed yet. But oh my God, it's Kinjaku. Like that was such a big twist. But then in the show, it's shown in the movie, it's shown like this again. Why did we have such a small time constraint? I get it, animating is hard, just look at One Punch Man, but we didn't have to do it. We already had 41 minutes of, fucking foreshadow, the backstory that we've already seen in season 2. You could just cut out the unnecessary part, put in longer fights because this was a theatrical release. Everyone wants to see anime fights in theaters. That's why Demon Slayer makes money, right? And get good fucking fights in so we can actually enjoy the movie, right? Now, the main thing I really had to complain with the movie is it was just an okay movie. I mean, we all know MAPPA is capable of so much more, and the thing is, this is the second Jujutsu Kaisen movie that was in the theaters. I watched the first one in theaters too. That was an experience. None of that was foreshadowing. Of course, that was the prelogue, the Jujutsu Kaisen 0 one, where they actually introduced Yuta. Crazy, right? Yuta is probably one of the few characters who has 2 main movies where he is the main character and he's not actually the main character, right? I mean, if that makes sense. Like, of course, Naruto has 4 and Bleach has 4, but I'm talking about like Yuta is not Yuji, like if that makes sense. But he has 2 movies where he is the main focus of the story. That's okay. That was a tangent, but that's what I mean. They already had a movie which did well. They animated well, and I'm not saying the movie is bad animated too. The animation in the the fight scenes, they were good, but they were just all over the place. And I don't even know why we needed to hurry releasing the movie. We could have just done it a month before season 3. That would have been good. You would have generated so much hype from that, right? It was just, I don't know, the whole thing felt rushed. It's like they saw that Chainsaw Man made so much movie, and Demon Slayer, of course, made so much money. So of course they wanted to get some cash. Completely understandable. It's one of the biggest animes of all time. Jujutsu Kaisen is up there in popularity. I don't know about quality, right? But do we really need the movie this quickly? Like, isn't it supposed to come out in April or May, if I'm not wrong, the 3rd season? We could have just done it in Feb, right? We could have the movie come out in Feb. I don't know. I mean, I get it. I'm nitpicking the movie. The movie was great. It was a good experience. But it was boring, man. Especially if you paid money to go watch it. So much of your money just got wasted. Because, it was just a glorified recap episode. It's the 5 minutes before every Naruto episode where they tell you what happened in the last episode. But I don't need to know that. I remember season 2 completely. I mean, if you didn't remember season 2, just watch the YouTube recaps before you watch the movie, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be too nitpicky and act like I'm actually a movie critic, and my opinion is the most important opinion that you need to consider, because you cannot think for yourself, right? You have to, get my opinion be filled up in your brain, because I'm a movie critic. I don't want to sound like that because, of course, everyone's allowed to enjoy whatever they want to enjoy. But I felt like this had so much more potential that was just, like, in a way that was just, I don't know, just spoiled. Because why would, I mean, if you did go to watch the Avengers Endgame, I'm sorry, is it Endgame? No, what is it? What's the new one? Doomsday. Yeah, if you paid money, were excited to watch this new Avengers movie, and then turns out the first hour of the movie was whatever happened in Infinity War and Endgame, like 30 minutes of Infinity War, 30 minutes of Endgame, you would be disappointed, right? So why don't we just hold this at the same standard? It was a good adaptation, obviously. I mean, it's MAPPA again with Jujutsu Kaisen IP. Of course, it was a good adaptation, but we could have had so much better. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, I know I haven't uploaded in a while. I'm gonna try and upload more now that I have this cool gadget that I could change the lights up to whatever I want. And fuck, okay, that's too quick. Yeah. Anyways, guys, if you did watch the video and if you think, oh my god, he low-key spit some facts, like the video. God damn it, comment on the video. God damn it, subscribe! And who knows, I might even upload another new video sometime soon. Alright, see you. Bye!